Yo, what is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona, Game with Persona, and one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And listen, man, listen, we got to do this video. We got to get this video out today. We got to talk about this real quick, right? So Summer Game Fest, it's over. It wasn't it wasn't all that good in my opinion, but there were some good things to come out of it. And although this did leak earlier today in terms of the Last of Us remake, we did get a bit more information, both about the remake and about Factions 2, which, if you follow me on Twitter, if you've watched What's Up PlayStation podcast, or even if you watch my personal show, When Persona Speaks, you know that I have been extremely hyped for Factions 2. I've been fiending for this, honestly, since Last of Us Part 2 dropped, right? And Naughty Dog has been really quiet about any news, no hints, no nothing. All we know is that it is true that Factions 2 is dropping, or at least until today. And we didn't really know anything more than that, right? We know that they were hiring. There's been a couple of times, both this year, last year, we've seen some job postings go up on Naughty Dog's official Twitter of them hiring for multiplayer designers and whatnot. So it's clear that they're definitely trying to staff up and really get this game ramped up and going. But we got a little bit more information today, man. But we got to talk about this Last of Us remake. We definitely about to talk about this about the news that we did get for Factions 2. I kind of want to start with the Last of Us remake though, right? Matter of fact, no, you know what? No, let's start with Factions, because that's like high tier for me, right? So Neil, shout out to Neil Druckmann, man, cool dude. The only thing we really have is this image here, right? So Neil, he was on Summer Game Fest towards the end of the show, and he did speak on about Factions and really the ambition behind it, right? Which, if you know Naughty Dog, you know that the guys and girls over there are very ambitious. They're perfectionists. I mean, look at Last of Us. Look at Last of Us Part 2, right? They're definitely putting a lot of time into this. But to kind of, just go into what he said here. So this image here is really all that we got. We got some concept art. I'm not really feeling the whole concept art thing, especially after waiting 2 years for this game, right? Or for this multiplayer, for this expansion and whatnot. I feel like we could have got just a little bit more, right? I'm not asking for a full-blown showcase or anything, at least not right this second, but I feel like being on Summer Game Fest, that having so many people's attention there, I would have wanted more than just concept art, honestly. Like I was definitely let down by that, but it's still very reassuring knowing that Naughty Dog and the team are definitely, this is their most ambitious project. This is more than just a multiplayer, right? But this is really all we got. So let's talk about the concept art real quick. One thing that Neil Druckmann did say is that this isn't going to have the original characters that we know. This is its own standalone game, right? It's got story elements. The multiplayer is much more larger, much more ambitious. There's a lot more going on here, right? So this is a standalone game, right? This is not just a tack on multiplayer or whatnot, right? This is very, Neil Druckmann made it very clear. This is ambitious for the team. They are heads down building something truly great, which I'm excited about. But this is, on the concept art, we see these two characters here, which these are most likely going to be characters that you could choose as and play as. We see that he's got a bow, and the other character, she has a sniper rifle, or a rifle. Yes, a sniper rifle. And the area, he said this is going to be in a different part of the USA, right? It's not going to be in the same part that Joel and Ellie were in, which was damn. I forget what area they were in too, man. I know somebody in the comments will, I'm sure they'll remind me. But based off this bridge, this looked like California. That looks like the Golden Gate Bridge. Now that I'm looking at it, That might actually be the Brooklyn Bridge, and this might be the Freedom Tower. But then here's palm trees. This isn't. No. This is ain't no palm trees in New York. You feel me? Yeah. So this might be the Golden Gate. Although the Golden Gate, I feel like the archers for the Golden Gate, or the base, or whatever you call it, I feel like this would be a lot taller, so to speak. I don't know. I might be wrong. This might be a whole different area entirely. Because it's palm trees, I'm gonna go with Cali, or it might be down, Florida, for all we know. I'm gonna take the safe bet and say Cali for now. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I was gonna say New York, but seeing the palm tree, I don't think this is New York. But we'll see, right? And that's all they gave us, right? Nothing else too major. From what I'm seeing here, this looks like we see some people down here on the ground or whatever. I mean, listen, guys, this is concept art. I'm not gonna overanalyze this per se. But this looks like this might either be Cali, or it might even be Florida. Again, I know there's palm trees in Florida. This ain't New York though, because New York ain't got no palm trees. So, but again, I wish we would have got a little bit more, personally speaking. Again, a small little snippet, a small little teaser. And this is probably just me, my own selfishness, because I just really, really, really want this game. You get what I'm saying? I really want to play this multiplayer. I really want to play whatever the single player component of this multiplayer is going to be. I just really want to get my hands on this game and really dive deep into it, man. I love Factions 1. I thought Factions 1 was really fun, really great. I think Naughty Dog in general does really good multiplayers. Uncharted 2, great. Uncharted 3, I didn't really like too much. Uncharted 4, I love. I still play that to this day. And obviously Factions, I think, is great as well. But just to read a quick little snippet here. So it says, it's no secret that many of you are not only drawn to Last of Us, a story, but also the game's original Factions multiplayer. Since Last of Us Factions released almost a decade ago, dedicated players have been vocal about an expansion upon that offering. However, we can finally announce that we are creating something much larger than a mode. We're thrilled to share a piece of concept art from our upcoming multiplayer experience, which is an extremely ambitious undertaking. We're growing our studio significantly to ensure we build this full-scale standalone game with its massive scope and immense world in a way that fans can come to expect from The Last of Us and Naughty Dog. We aim to make our newest entry into multiplayer inviting to new players while still a thrilling challenge for more of our seasoned fans. There will be more news to come next year, and we cannot wait to introduce you to the team behind this new experience. So again, guys, this is going to be a dedicated standalone game. And when you're dealing with Naughty Dog, like I said, you're going to be dealing with perfection. You're going to be dealing with a very, very high profile game. All eyes is on this. That Factions is fire. I can't wait, man. There's really nothing more than that in terms of the standalone multiplayer. Neil Druckmann did confirm that we will be getting more Factions news in 2023, right? News in 2023. But honestly speaking, I feel like this is also going to release in 2023 because, you can't drag this out, man. Like, it's already been, in my opinion at least, it's already been dragged out so much, right? With, the secrecy and not really giving us anything. I kind of hope we get probably a surprise little something at a PlayStation dedicated showcase at closer to the end of this year. But more than likely, they're going to be keeping their information close to the chest until 2023. Which, that's not, when you really think about it, it's not that far away, but it kind of is that far away because we don't know when in 2023. So, we'll see what happens with that, right? And shout out to the HBO show, just to move on from that. Shout out to Factions too. I can't wait to get that information. The HBO show as well, they showed off, a nice little still from the show. So Neil Druckmann also confirmed that, they're wrapping up production for this, or filming now. So we should be getting news about this show pretty soon as well, actually. I'm not sure if this would release in 2022. It might, but who knows? We'll see. But what was also confirmed as well is that Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson, who both played Joel and Ellie in the game, they will actually be playing not their Joel and Ellie characters in the show, but they are in the show and they're playing two characters in the show. So I'm excited about that. You know, I'm a big fan of Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson, so I can't wait to see, you know, how they're going to kind of fit into this story, and it's going to be great to see them in this show. And for what Neil said, man, he said this is the most accurate adaptation of a video game ever. So that gives me a lot of confidence, you know, especially, you know, if Neil Druckmann, he's directed, he confirmed that he did direct one of the episodes, but also he confirmed that, like, you know, him being a part of this, I have faith that it will, you know, be good. But, you know, we have to wait and see, man. I don't know. I feel like the casting, to this day, I just don't agree with the casting, but we'll see. So on to the meat and potatoes, which is the Last of Us 1 remake. Listen, man, this remake was really it wasn't really a surprise, but it was a surprise, if that makes sense, because I know this was actually being talked about way early in the year. I think it was this year or last year, where it was being talked about. Hold on, guys. I swear, guys, I'm I'm definitely, you know, I have to get out of New York, man. It's no peace and quiet anymore. So, you know, I you know, this was like, it's kind of a secret, but then it's not a secret, right? The only bad thing is this got leaked earlier today, right? So because it got leaked earlier today, it kind of took a lot of the steam out of the announcement during Summer Game Fest. But nonetheless, seeing this trailer, right, seeing how different the game is, this really excites me, man. You know, here's like they're showing like side by sides and like really trying to show you, I'm putting in the HD, really trying to show you the difference in this game, man. I mean, listen, guys, I don't know. Like, I know that I've been seeing people say, oh, well, you know, it don't look that different. And I'm like, are we looking at the same thing here? You get what I'm saying? It's quite clear that this is definitely a different game entirely, right? The Last of Us 1 remake has been rebuilt from the ground up for the PlayStation 5, you feel me? Which, you know, that makes me happy, right? This is coming out September 2nd, 2022, right? So I think that's a pretty good date, right? And then if you look at Joel, man, you know, Joel looking crazy, man. Like, look at that, man. Like, you telling me that's not an upgrade? You feel me? And this is from the Last of Us remaster, not from you know, the PS3. I see a lot of people say, oh, well, it's the PS3 versions of the game, and I'm like, no, this is the PlayStation 4 remastered version of the game. And what we're seeing on the right hand side is the PS5 rebuilt from the ground up version of the game. Fire. Like, this is night and day difference here, guys. Like, I'm blown away. You get what I'm saying? I think this remake, so I'm excited. You know, I'm not conflicted, but I do think, I don't know, man. Listen, it's Last of Us, right? So it's a bit of like, you know, this is definitely one of my favorite games of all time. I could put it up there. You know, it's real high up there. But so I'm really excited for this, right? I'm really excited to replay this and really put some time into this. I'm definitely snatching this up. You feel me? I know there's a lot of people saying, you know, we don't really need this or whatever. I mean, listen, you know, people are also crying for a Bloodborne remake, right? Which I do think they should do a remake for that as well. But, you know, Last of Us Part 1, especially with what Neil was saying during Summer Game Fest, which I understand, right? There's a lot of new PS5 owners, right? And they want to bring everything into perspective. You feel me? When it comes to the Last of Us series and put it all on one playing field. Like, this isn't just like, oh, let's just remake it and just do what we do. You feel me? From what Neil Druckmann has said, this is definitely going to be a pretty much a complete overhaul of the game, right? Now that they're building this from the ground up for the PlayStation 5, they're taking advantage of PS5 hardware, PS5 technology. Not only that, The Last of Us 2's controls and mechanics and whatnot are also going to be have also been incorporated into the first game. So, as much, that amazing movement with both Ellie and Abby and the dodge and all that stuff that we all love when it came to the second game. Now all of that has been completely redone and put into the first game. But not only that, there's also going to be much larger environments as well, right? So here's pretty much like a small little excerpt where it says, we've implemented modernized gameplay, improved controls, and expanded accessibility options in the single player experience to allow even more individuals to enjoy the game. Effects, exploration, and combat have also been enhanced. Leveraging the PS5's powerful hardware, we also implemented 3D audio, haptic feedback, haptics, and adaptive triggers. Both returning fans and new players alike will have the opportunity to experience both The Last of Us 1 and its prequel story Left Behind in a whole new way. So it's both the prequel and Last of Us Part 1 that you're getting here. So you're getting the full game of Last of Us 1 and that story DLC, which is about maybe 5 hours or so, depending. And all of it is one, right? And pretty much, it's redone, which I'm excited about. I think this is definitely going to be a really new experience, especially with the controls. And even if you've watched the trailer, you can even see like with the clickers and stuff like that, like it all looks different. It all looks different. All of it looks different. You feel me? So I just think it's one of those things where you're definitely gonna have to see it for yourself, play it for yourself, and really get an understanding of, if this is something you want to deal with. But for me personally, I'm excited. I can't wait to play this experience again, especially having that Last of Us Part 2 controls, more bigger environments. It ain't gonna be no crazy joint like it was in Last of Us 2, but the fact that they're expanding the environments to make them a bit more explorable and whatnot, like I really do feel like this is going to be a whole different experience, which I can't wait to play, right? So for me personally, I'm excited for this. But also one of the other things as well that I thought was really cool is they're really going all out, man. This is the one thing about PlayStation, they go all out. So there is going to be a digital edition, obviously, and then there's going to be a deluxe edition. So the Last of Us Digital Deluxe Edition is going to be $79.99. The regular standard edition is going to be $70. And with the Digital Deluxe, you get increased crafting speed skill, increased healing speed skill, 9mm reload speed, increased upgrade, rifle clip capacity, increased upgrade, explosive arrows, gameplay modifier, dither, punk, filter, speed run mode, and you get 6 weapon skins, right? And that is all what is coming with the Digital Deluxe. But then they also have a Firefly edition. And listen, man, I am a sucker. And the Firefly edition is obviously a physical version, and that's $100. That's $100 MSRP. And for the Firefly edition, you get the Steelbook. You also get the Last of Us American Dreams comic, numbers 1 through 4, and obviously everything from the Digital Deluxe edition as well. That Steelbook looks nice, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. That Steelbook is definitely getting snatched up. Definitely getting snatched up from me, man. I'm definitely digging that. And if you pre-order any edition of The Last of Us, you'll also receive the following in-game items, which is bonus supplements to upgrade your skill set and bonus weapon parts to upgrade your arsenal. And then here's like a bunch of cool screenshots here at the bottom, which, again, showing off the game and its beauty. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so shout out to Naughty Dog. I know there's also been some people complaining about, where's at least the Last of Us 1 multiplayer and whatnot. I mean, listen, I get it, and I definitely understand and I agree. Like, that Last of Us 1, because it's the same thing they did with Uncharted, where it's like, you brought back Uncharted but not the multiplayer. Then again, it's the same thing where it's like, well, the multiplayer is still there. It's just the PS4 version. You get what I'm saying? What the multiplayer that we're all going to be getting is that Factions 2, which I think we're going to be getting in 2023, but who knows? We'll see, right? I just think we need more information. I think it would have been cool if they would have announced this and also kind of announced, showed off some of that multiplayer as well. But, this alone, I mean, this is going to sell units. You feel me? Like I was saying this during the stream. I think this is going to easily sell 5 million, Like it's definitely gonna get at least 5 million off. And I think holiday time, as long as PlayStation has ample stock of PS5, which I think they will, I could definitely see this being a nice combo for Black Friday, where you get Last of Us Part 2 remake, and you get Horizon Forbidden West, all for whatever, or God of War and Last of Us remake, God of War Ragnarok and Last of Us remake for a set amount of money. I think that's just pretty dope. You get what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I can't wait to play this. I can't wait to get this back in my hands. I'm excited. And so yeah, man, that's Last of Us Part 1, Firefly Edition. You feel me? That's the news, man, for Last of Us. Again, Factions 2. I need that news, man. 2023. Neil Druckmann, Naughty Dog team. I know you're listening. I know you're listening. The streets need that. We need that 100%. So I can't wait for that, and I can't wait for this Last of Us remake. And just so you know, the Last of Us remake releases on PS5 September 2nd, 2022. So shout out to PlayStation, shout out to Naughty Dog. Can't wait for that. But yeah, guys, listen, this was it, man. I just wanted to talk to y'all about that real quick. If you enjoy, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate the support. I appreciate all of you guys who rock out with me, rock out with my channel. And yeah, that's it, guys. This been your boy Persona. I hope you all have a great evening, and I'm out. Peace.